Hello, everybody, and welcome to the third, I believe, match of the NSMB DS tournament this summer.
Yeah, welcome in. We've got an exciting one here. It's Pablo versus Helix. I actually forgot to check what their best times are. So
So
if you have that up, that would
I
be
have it pulled
amazing.
up. Helix has a 22:53, and Pablo has a 22:57, so they're only about 4 seconds apart.
Yeah, they're very close together. So out of all the ones we've seen so far, this could be the closest race yet. But it's too soon to say. We don't know what's going to happen. These always go wild.
Yeah, could go either way.
You can see they're just practicing one tower there real quick at that moment there. Probably getting ready to start soon. And something to note that they've already done before they've even launched a game is they've done an RNG manipulation. So currently we're using what's called the super manip. It looks like they're off. That's fantastic. Currently we're using what's called the super manip. Do you want to explain that a bit?
Okay, so basically, the game's RNG is determined by a few variables. One of the main one actually is the starting seed is determined by when you start the game. So they've set their DS to a certain time and then started the game according to a program created by a NSMB mastermind named Super, and then they're going to play very specifically by doing a certain amount of double jumps in 1-1, which is going to manipulate their RNG to hopefully get a blue shell in 1-2.
Yeah, so they need to, I believe 8 double jumps in 1-1 pretty much guarantees for it to work every time. And I didn't count the jumps there myself, but they probably did and probably going to be good. So let's see if they get the blue shell in this next level. Something that this RNG manipulation also does, it allows for some other cool things later in the game. Unlike earlier RNG manipulations that we used, this one carries on throughout the whole game, which is really cool. And they both get blue shells, so now you're going to see them both get what we call QSG, the quick slide glitch. If you're new to this game, then you probably wouldn't know that when you're sliding in the shell, you actually lose some of your speed. You're a bit slower than your full running speed, but this quick shell slide glitch allows you to keep the full speed, which they use here.
You can see the tiles in 1-2 look funny because the RNG manipulation does funny stuff to the game. Looks like Pablo is on a mini manip version of the RNG manipulation, so I wonder if he'll be trying to get mini in 5 Ghost House. That's a little bit of a newer strat being used by top runners.
Yeah, it can save a bit of time, but it's also a bit random. I think there's a 3/4 chance that you get the mini mushroom. Assuming everything else goes right.
Okay.
Oh, but Pablo just messed up a bit, so maybe the time he's losing now would probably affect it, right?
I don't know, don't ask me, man.
Yeah,
Oh my
I've never
goodness.
actually messed around with the mini
Helix
manip.
just had a close
So,
one.
yeah.
But we're actually going to make it through. It's actually quite tight. So both runners getting through without getting hit is a very good sign for this race, I'd say. It's going to be a close one. Because that level is very easy to mess up a little bit.
Yeah, just the first jump. It needs to be almost frame perfect, just so you can get off on a good start and not die on the Taz cycle. But yeah, that's World 1 over already. Pretty decent. Definitely faster than me. And we're going to be heading into World 5 now. Wait. was it just me or was Pablo's World 5 cannon saying M5? Is that something I just didn't notice normally, or is that big? Oh, it's in a
He's
different
on the
language. Okay, yeah,
Spanish
that explains
version.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
So you can see they're gonna be doing. Oh, did Pablo do QSG? Because he's learning the mini minute. Helix is gonna be doing unmorphs here to actually intentionally lose some time so he doesn't get the 66 on the clock. But oh no, Pablo's doing the QSG so he gets a more consistent ending, because if you're going for the extended manipulation to get mini, then you have to get some very specific times and levels. But that doesn't seem to be working out for Pablo right now, since he's lost a couple seconds kind of everywhere. We're gonna see Helix getting that shell. I wonder if Pablo will too. It's a good. Oh, he got bad RNG, but that shell is something like a 6 out of 8 chance. I know it's very likely being there if that red block is there. So Helix is gonna have an extra shell if he messes up.
I feel like
In
it's
Ghost
almost
House,
100% chance. I pretty much always get it there, I think.
it might be 100%. I don't know.
I know you probably run a lot more than me, so you might get different odds.
I have no idea.
Yeah, they're still very close. Even all the way now in just finishing 5-2, only a few seconds behind. 5-3 here, they'll be going for hyperspeed. So this is an interesting glitch. That
Oh, Helix actually went for QSG but missed it. Interesting.
Fortunate. There's a few more
Pablo
opportunities
also
to get
got it for QSG. I think he got it. It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah.
Interesting that they're not going for hyperspeed. It is very inconsistent. But QSG is quite consistent here, and you can see that
Pablo's going to be getting a 67, and Helix is going to be losing a little bit with a 65.
yeah, overall not bad. Helix is still a few seconds ahead there. Now, will Pablo get the mini now?
I wonder if he'll hit it at all, because I mean, it's effectively just random. So yeah, because he didn't get his extended manipulation, I think he just gave up on the mini dream.
In a race
Very
like this,
solid
that's
Ghost
very
House.
understandable.
Very solid Ghost House from both of them.
Pablo trying to get some space jumps there. Practice for 8-2, I assume. Over here, they scroll to the far right, because there's a plumpkin that would otherwise spawn and walk onto the platform, preventing you from just running across it. But by scrolling to the right, it doesn't spawn. And yeah, you can run.
Oh, bit of a weird ending for Pablo there, but they're getting similar times.
But they're now heading into World 8. A sub 8-minute cannon is pretty decent for a run.
.803 split for Helix, and Pablo getting
8-11.
810 or an 811.
So here in 8-1, you can see Helix is doing a lot of unmorphs again. They'll both be doing unmorphs here. That's the standard strategy. So yeah, again, that allows you to keep your speed whilst you're running here. It's pretty tight level, but the crows swoop down depending on your Y coordinate on the screen. So if you're doing the exact same jumps, they'll always be at the same place, so you can kind of predict where they'll be.
Seems like Pablo messed up a bit here, so he just stayed in his shell extra long, but he didn't lose more than a second. So the reason we've been keeping shell, or one of the main reasons, is that it's very fast in water. So you're gonna see they have a lot of control over their movement. Oh, just kidding.
Oh, that's very unfortunate.
Helix, Helix still has a backup, I think, actually, so I think that actually makes them like close.
Oh, first try!
Oh my goodness. So that
Pablo's
is
now
fast
ahead.
A2. Pablo's ahead. What Pablo did is he did a space jump by unmorphing with the shell while he had no upwards velocity. He got a second jump midair and skipped that whole section. Blowing slightly ahead of Helix, but Helix with that backup actually kind of coming in clutch.
Yeah, and that's a frame perfect trick as well. It's very hard to do, especially on first try. That's very nice.
Yeah, that's impressive.
It's exactly what he wanted in this. Now, this next level is personally my least favorite. This is what kills all my runs. 8 Tower 1, it's very tight. A lot of opportunities to take damage. But it looks like they know what they're doing, so that's good.
Yeah, I think these runners should hopefully have it pretty down. Pablo missing the cycle. Oh. Okay, he's gonna have to wait a cycle, so Helix is actually taking the lead over him here a bit. Okay, he's not getting cycle skip there either, and he's gonna have to wait for it. We saw
Yeah, he
Helix.
didn't even pick up a fire flower there. So I wonder where he's gonna get one. I don't think he has one at the moment.
I had to guess 8-3. Oh no, Pablo
That is
losing
the worst
shell.
place to lose shell. Oh, he does
he
have
does
one.
have fire. Okay, a little bit of a weird fire quick, but take time with that. Pablo's going to be much slower in 8-3 because 8-3 is fully underwater, so...
He's going to lose... I always forget how much time it is exactly. It's like 13 seconds, I think.
I don't know.
It's not the end of the world. We've still got a lot of the run to do. We're about halfway through the run at the moment, so yeah, there's still a lot to go wrong for both runners potentially. Here,
Yeah.
you can see just how much faster and more maneuverable the shell is that Helix is using here, and Pablo having to take this slightly carefully because he doesn't have that maneuverability. What you'll see him do, however, is you see where Helix has these bubble streams. Pablo will be able to use those to get quite a bit of speed, and by taking his hand off the D-pad, he can actually keep a lot of the momentum for quite a long time. So he can just cruise through there at nearly the same speed as Helix in the shell. But as you can see, he does slow down there a bit when the bubble streams run out.
Helix is taking a pretty sizable lead, but I mean, with one bad death in any of these upcoming levels, that's gone. So Helix still has to be really careful.
Taking intentional damage there because he doesn't want the shell anymore. From now on, he'll want the fire flower, which he'll probably equip in this next level. If not, he'll do it in the castle afterwards.
On these upward moving platforms, we're gonna see him shooting fire before he... Or crouching, I guess. He'll be crouching as he lands, or shooting fire in order to cancel the animation, because sometimes you get what we call a pixel stop, which just stops all your momentum for, like, no reason, and it just happens all the time, and it's extremely annoying when you're Oh
Go
my
like
gosh, you
that,
saw it
and
happen
Pablo
to
just
Pablo.
It's very dangerous because you don't know if it will happen. It's a bit random.
And
Oh, and just
Pablo
like that,
is...
you can take damage or even die. He got pixels up twice. Oh no!
Oh my... I'm so
No,
sorry, Pablo.
Pablo!
He has to crouch or shoot fire to cancel the animation. I don't know exactly why he doesn't know to do that, but
Interesting variation on Helix's part there on that little. I don't know what the trick is called. The one way just like go through that
I
hole.
don't know what it is either. It's just a castle.
Interesting
Oh,
little
and a
variation
bonk
there.
there. Maybe some kind of early Miko manip we're seeing from Helix.
Yeah,
Don't
Helix
get
now
66.
finishing
Okay.
off Dry Bones Bowser there.
You can still get fireworks by getting double digits on the end of the timer in this level, even though there's no flagpole.
It doesn't show the fireworks animation, but it will still scroll to the left of the map. So it's not as bad as a
Okay.
flagpole, but still
Seems like
bad.
Pablo's trying to do the fast 8 castle strat, but he ended up going for the slower variation, which is a tiny... It is a little bit easier, but it is still weird with that crouch on the platform if you're trying to do it clean.
I see in the
Next.
chat someone saying that is the more old and consistent fast 8 castle.
Yep, I've definitely seen beginners do it before. We're gonna be seeing them move across this bridge in the basically last section of the game, which we call Gauntlet. It's a series of levels, kind of infamous for being brutal. Helix has some very interesting swag there. He kills every single enemy. He grabs the star coin. I like that. I like this guy.
Yeah, that level it's not hard, but
Fun
it
fact about
has killed a lot of
8.5.
runs.
This level's extremely free. Fun fact about 8.6. This is not free. Has some
I
very
got scared there
clean
for a
looking
second. He
movement
got the
though if
bonk.
they pull it off. So let's watch Helix.
That's a
A little bit
pixel
of a
slip there.
bonk. Grabbing the extra fire flower, I like that. So he's going for a little bit safer movement, but all in all, this is a great 8.6.
Yeah, pretty clean.
Have
368
to wait.
pipe.
He's
That's
gonna
pretty
have to
good.
wait for fireworks. Hopefully
Yeah.
he's paying attention. Yep. Pablo having no issue in 8.5, of course.
Another quick thing to mention about the super manip is before the manip there was a common issue where enemies would cross the bridge, and when they do that, it loses what, like 1 or 2 seconds, and they could cross multiple times. Like after every level, they can just cross back and forth. The thing with super manip is they can only ever go left, so they can never cross the bridge here, which is very nice. Did I say enemies crossing? Oh no!
Oh no. Okay, Helix. That is not a good death. Oh, he has a fire flower, so
And he did pass the
I don't know
checkpoint,
how.
so
Okay, he's just gonna wait. Okay, that's not bad at all. Oh jeez, I don't. What's going on, Helix?
not the damage he wanted
So
to take there, but he's still ahead by quite a
he's
bit.
still ahead, but I don't know what variations of 8 Tower 2 these runners will be doing. There's a couple techniques for this upcoming death warp in the second 8 tower, where basically you can go ahead of the snake block and respawn it halfway to the top. And there's an easy variation where you wait for a bit and then you jump up there, and then what we call peanut butter warp, which is a quite tricky triple jump, wall kick, ground pound cancel.
It's quite tricky, but first Helix needs to get through this level here, which he seems to have done just fine. Those magma balls, whatever they're called, are randomly generated, so it's just having to do good platforming to avoid them.
They are randomly generated, but with Super Manip, you actually do get better patterns, I believe, and I don't know if it's guaranteed that you won't have one right next to the star. But, oh, it looks like... Okay, I thought Helix might have gone for it, but no. So Helix is going for the traditional Death Warp here, which would, even if Pablo gets Peanut Butter Warp, then he will still be in the... Not in the lead, I mean. Alright, let's see this.
Pablo is going for it.
Okay, that looks good.
Oh, he doesn't get it.
Unfortunate. He knows the backup though, so... Oh my gosh. Maybe he doesn't know the backup well enough.
That was the least fortunate death that could have happened right now, because this is an auto-scroller and he doesn't have enough power-ups to do the Death Warp.
So he's just gonna be riding. Whoa, Helix is in an interesting state right now, where he had the snake block off green. It would have to be a pretty unfortunate series of events for Helix to fall behind. I mean, if he took a death right now, that would be one of the events. But honestly, if he dies in 8 Castle, it would have to be like at a very certain point in the level in order to lose enough time.
It would have to be in the Thwomp room. Not the Mega Thwomp one, the one with the normal Thwomps.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty easy place to die in, but I'm sure he's practiced enough to avoid it.
Ooh, a little bit of a hiccup on that Bowser Jr. kill, but it doesn't even matter. Helix moving on to the last level. Spoiler alert. Bowser's Castle. Look at that ominous shell.
Alright, so Helix is now off in the final level. This is the nice and easy room. It gets a little harder after this one.
Ooh. Wow. You can kind of just jump up to that and ground pound it, but I guess Helix is going for something a bit more simple.
So he's doing damage boosting there, so he can run through those flamethrowers.
Yeah.
It's fine, this is the strat.
Yeah, he is. Oh, he's not damage boosting again. That is interesting. So, normally you would damage boost again because... first of all, well, it's fast.
Oh, that was pointless.
Okay. Well, small Mario is what runners usually have here, but he's gonna equip fire. I like this play. I mean, if I had to guess, he has the stream open and he knows where Pablo is, which is...
Yeah, he's just playing it as safe as possible.
Idea.
Wants to get to the end. It's completely understandable. I think I would do the
But
same.
without Mini, it's a little clunky. Like,
oh, interesting.
Oh, he actually did get that warp. Yeah. We're gonna see Pablo go in for some probably more flashy movement.
So yeah, if Helix dies now, he'll actually be fine because he's about to hit the checkpoint here.
Right there.
He can probably afford 1 death, maybe 2.
I mean, I know Yipley isn't here, so I don't know if
Pablo
that
also
means...
taking damage there. Interesting. on the
Not bad.
Megathon. It was.
Okay, no Miko manip from Helix. And I wasn't really paying attention. I think we had a little bit of a stare there.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. Oh, no,
Pablo
Pablo's
taking a
dead.
death. Well, the Bowser jump, relatively trivial for these runners. And 23:49 from Helix.
Very respectable time for a race, 23 minutes. GG Helix.
Yeah. A 23-minute... Have we had a 23-minute time yet?
Not yet.
Right. Really?
There will be 24 minutes, I think.
Yeah. So we had very good starts, and honestly, I mean, Pablo's clogging in at a fairly decent time, especially considering he just took a death. He was...
Well, considering he had multiple deaths.
Well, yeah, obviously. There's looking to be some kind of 25.
Yeah, high 25, maybe somewhere in the 50s if I was to guess.
Let's watch him close it out.
Yeah, I just realized I forgot to switch audio for like this entire run, but it's
Too.
fine, don't
I
worry.
also realized that. GG's to Helix. Yeah, I mean, overall, Pablo has a bit more, like, mechanical, like, strats-wise, clean gameplay, but Helix was just playing, like, really consistent and, like, I mean, fast. Pablo went for some flashier stuff, but took a couple deaths and didn't work out.
That's a massive
Like
Bowser stare.
4x here. Didn't do Miko manip, got stare, just saying. Yeah. Shall see. Okay. I'm looking like a 25, 55, or 56 from Pablo.
I think that was a 55.
So, congrats to both of them. There is a loser's bracket, so Pablo will be moving on to the loser's bracket, facing the loser of Josh TGR versus Navaja, and Helix will be moving on to round 2. So congrats to them. Looks like we might have Pablo for an interview.
Yeah, Pablo is ready for the interview here, so whenever he comes in, I suppose.
Pablo plays the violin.
Yeah, I think we cast a curse quite a lot of this run, unfortunately.
I might have to take a bit of credit for Pablo's loss here, if I'm being honest.
Hello, Pablo.
Hello?
Hi.
Do you have any comments on your race?
I mean, I think it was a good gameplay outside of like 3 or 4 horrible deaths. So
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, I'm happy with that. It could have been like a 23 probably if I hadn't like done so bad in the last 2 levels. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Congratulations to Helix. Really nice.
Yeah, no, congratulations to you as well, because like, besides the deaths, that was a really good run.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we had clean gameplay from both runners during this.
And you had Fast 8 2 first try. That's
Oh
really
yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, I didn't comment on that. By the way, I was only going to trade once, and if I had failed it, then I wouldn't have done more tries. But I was really surprised with that first try. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's always fun to show off.
yeah, that was nice.
It looks like we might have Helix possibly joining the booth for commentary. We can wait to see whether he has anything to say.
Yeah, just whenever he's ready, he can feel free to join.
Reminder that the first round of this tournament is all best of 1, and then every match after that is going to be a best of 3. So, you know, a couple of upsets here and there. Not saying this was an upset, it was the 8 seed and a 9 seed. So, could have gone either way, but for other matches, we have seen some wild stuff so far. We have had 2 upsets with Will beating Skippy and me beating Jay, neither of which were, I guess, expected. And we do have another match in this tournament coming up later today. I honestly...
It's in 2.5 hours.
I'm not... Who are the runners? I honestly forgot.
Josh versus Niv.
Oh, okay, cool. So that'll actually be deciding who Pablo and Felix are playing, because Helix will be playing the winner of that, and Pablo will be playing the loser of that. Seems like Navadra is the favorite for the next match from the chat room here.
Welcome in, Helix. How is your race?
Hello. Hi. Can I hear me?
Yep,
Yeah,
we can hear you.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry, I can't speak English well, but thank you.
That's fine. Do you have anything you want to say about it, or?
Firstly, thank you very much, Pablo, and all everyone about speed gaming community, speed gaming, and なんていうのいいんだろう。
Yeah,
I was very
Thank
happy
you as well.
to join this tournament.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
yeah. GG to both of you. Those were solid runs. If nobody else has anything to say, thank you Speed Gaming for hosting our tournament in Speed Gaming Live.
Yep.
Make sure you follow the runners if you want to. The Twitch channels are linked in the chat. I don't know. I know Pablo streams every once in a while. I don't know about Helix, but you should follow both of them. And then me and Doom's links are there too. Yeah, if anybody else has anything to say, then goodbye everyone on Speed Gaming.
Yeah, we'll
Bye-bye.
see you soon.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.